My name is Barry Allen. And I am the fastest man alive.
Listen to me. There's a war coming. A terrible war.
You have failed this city.
Welcome once again to the Fandom Zone podcast. As our theme music starts to sputter to a halt,
it's so you can talk over it.
I know, but
it
should be a nice flow.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So, welcome once again. We're at episode 19 at this first day of August, 2015.
That's right.
That's right. And this week we have a very special guest host, once again, in the form of Phil Perich.
Hi, Phil.
Oh, hello, Phil.
Hello, everyone.
And
pleasure to be here.
You're going to introduce me, too?
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. As you might know, as you might expect, there's the lovely and ever incredible and ever patient Karen Lindsay.
Hello. And then, Phil, let's talk about what you do. Real quickly up at the front.
What do I do?
Like the before the bat and
the Flash Arrow Power Hour. I have the all new Marvel Roundup where I review the Marvel comics of the week, and World's Finest where we do the DC comics of the week.
Yeah.
And Super Connectivity,
which is also a great podcast. I listen to that one, so yeah.
Awesome.
I dig it.
All comics all the time.
And fan of the Fandom Zone podcast, I hear.
That's perhaps. Right, every week.
Possibly. Good man. We approve. So yeah, this week.
Why would we not approve?
I don't know.
You make my coworkers think I'm insane because I listen at work and I just laugh to myself and.
See, we're not safe for work.
Because we're weirdos.
We're NSFW.
Yes,
time.
We are.
And I have headphones on, but
yeah.
And just imagine what would happen if we could swear.
We're NSFW.
We could be
we
could be like XNFSW
That's
or
right.
whatever. XNSFW. That's it. All right. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. One of those alphabet things. All right. This week we're going to talk about the 6th episode of Birds of Prey. Continuing our running series of Birds of Prey for all 2 of you that watch Birds of Prey. But
hey, everybody that we've had on the show has watched Birds of Prey.
I think they're closet Birds of Prey fans out there.
Yeah.
So we're kind of dusting them off and bringing them up. So
and I have found repositories of knowledge about the show online.
Yes.
So
little
there are
pockets
still
of
people.
Gold. Yeah.
Yeah. There are still people that are huge fans of the show.
There's got to be fanfic too, but yeah.
Of course. If there is something, there is fan fiction about it.
Exactly. If it exists, yes, there's fanfic.
Yes.
And also we're going to be talking about a now classic Arrow Season 1 episode. Well, it's not sort of a classic, but it's from 2 years ago.
Yes.
It's old. Actually, 3 years ago now.
3 years ago.
Going on 3. Episode Muse of Fire. We're going to be getting into that one as well. So first, why don't we dive into Birds of Prey? And this one is called Primal Scream because somebody really wanted to come up with an overly dramatic, pretentious title to the episode.
That has nothing to do with the episode.
Right. I didn't really get why it's called Primal Scream. So I'm not alone in that.
No, not at all. No. I had no idea.
Okay. This is written by Adam Armis and Kay Foster. And
a writing team, apparently, because they shared most of their credits.
Right. And where are those credits from? Oh, Research Goddess?
The Following and Heroes were their biggest credits and their most recent. So
Fantastic. And then also, this was directed by Jim Charleston. So I don't know his resume or his pedigree,
Jeff
but
Molnau is what I got.
really, I had Jim
Yeah.
Charleston. But
Did you?
yeah, I could be
Okay.
wrong. I was going by I got it out of the Birds of Prey DVD little
Hold on, let me check. Real
episode
quick.
booklet. So I could be. Ooh,
That might be right.
controversy.
No, Jim Charleston, you're right.
Hey now,
You are
yes.
I don't know what he's from.
It actually happened. I'm right about something. Woo!
But the teleplay was done also by Edward Kitsis and Adam Horowitz, and they are the showrunners for Once Upon a Time. So
And they were in Fringe.
and Fringe, yes.
Yes. So Phil's my witness.
But currently,
was actually
what's
right
on-
about something. So I'm glad he's here to prove it. So,
Sometimes I'm wrong. I fess right up to it.
but see, I give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Okay.
Hill Street Blues. I'm talking about Jim Charleston here.
Okay.
Hill Street Blues, Northern Exposure,
I respect that.
The District,
Mm.
Star Trek Enterprise, Nash Bridges, The X-Files.
Ooh.
So we have, I respect the Northern Exposures. That's
Yeah,
very-
I love Northern Exposure.
me too.
I love that show back in the day.
Me too.
Okay, so this one is basically the story of Huntress being a gangbanger, essentially.
Sort of.
She's running with the homies. Sort of.
Being a furry.
Yeah, that's true. She is kind of. That was one of the things that kind of struck me as this episode. I was like, wow, this is a gang of furries. And,
Yeah,
and they call themselves the Animals, which is a really original name, isn't it?
right. Yeah,
Like a step above West Side Story.
right.
As long as they don't go walking down the street.
That's what I was doing. Yeah.
Okay.
And no one screamed.
Right. No Primal Scream. So
No,
So
not even any little screams. No scream whatsoever.
no screaming.
No.
There's no screaming.
No ice cream. No you
You
scream.
scream ice cream. We all scream for the ice cream.
No,
Okay.
none of that.
So this one kind of opens with Reese getting a present from the Huntress in the form of a bat ring.
Well,
Promise.
didn't she give that to him at the end of last episode?
Well, that's true. But he's using it here for the first time
Correct.
because he kind of signals her, right?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Right.
And apparently he's like, well, I just want to get to know you better,
Yeah,
And
But you're
but-
going undercover for
yeah,
me.
yeah. We don't get to find that out because we get this little teaser where like the Animals, no relation to the '60s band.
Happy together.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun. No, sorry.
Could this show have gotten a second season if it would have been a musical?
Oh my God, no. Oh no.
Yeah, because we would have got all those Dinah solos, the kids don't like me in school, and
Mama's dead.
they call me Zipper Girl, and
God. Please no.
just a mad. Oh my God, what a train wreck that
This
was.
makes me want to cry. Please no.
Birds
I
of
live
prey.
in a clock.
Oh, I live in a clock.
All along the watchtower.
Ah.
Somebody had to make
Sitting on the dock of the clock.
Rock around the clock.
Oh my God.
uh,
My
Yeah.
stomach hurts
yeah. So,
just from that. I have
okay, so-
indigestion.
all right. So if you have any suggestions for Birds of Prey the musical, please send them to the Fandom Zone podcast.
Please don't.
Okay, don't. But
It will go up with such works as Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
yeah, is that Julie Taymor? Like, she's probably available, right? She's not working now after that, right?
Bono, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to stab myself right now. Just thinking about a musical. Honestly.
Okay. It worked
You
for
guys are the
it worked
worst.
for Buffy. No.
It's the only one. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
All right.
And
I won't
Dr.
tell you-
Horrible started as a musical.
Right.
So I want to hear nothing about any other shows. Everyone is so into this. Oh, I want you to do a musical show. No, you really don't. No.
All right.
No,
Then,
so no Castle musical.
No.
all right. Well, then we won't tell you about Arrow season 4.
That would be
No.
that might be an improvement.
Over
Over
3,
s- over
maybe.
three,
Yeah.
No. Let's see. No Under the Dome musical.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
The Flash. You have Glee
No.
people.
All right. Now see. Now you're
One Glee
dangerous,
person,
dangerous territory there, Parich.
and he was the worst
You
on
just watch
Glee.
yourself.
And also Supergirl. She was on Glee.
That's true. Yeah, I know.
But no, thank you. No musicals.
I guess it's a good thing that Supergirl's not going to be crossing over with the Flash then, because they won't have that temptation.
Right.
Yeah.
They weren't together on that show ever.
So
Those two characters never crossed paths.
yeah.
So.
Apart from a photo shoot, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, the animals are robbing a club. As Karen pointed out, there's like a furry convention going on. There's a woman in a cat mask, which looks a little,
Well,
interesting.
yeah.
And she takes off her mask and find out that it's Helena undercover. Yeah, because she's, Catwoman's
did
daughter,
that
so she
cat
has to be the
sound.
cat mask. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say. You think that whole thing was just an excuse to get her in a cat mask?
I think so. Yeah, and I love the fact that, well, we can't come up with anything original, so we're just going to call you like fox and wolf and cat and dog and who knows what.
Can you hear that?
Is this the furry, like, get together?
No. It's
What
supposed
was
to be
it?
a rare sound.
Rawr,
That's not a rare sound.
rawr. Yeah,
No.
need that huntress row sound effect from the
Yeah.
pilot.
I'm looking for it.
Okay. That doesn't sound like it either. That sounds
That
like
wasn't me.
That sounds like a motorcycle. Yeah, the okay. What is this, like the MGM logo being attacked?
No.
I'm waiting for like dun 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 Bond opening.
I know you said you had indigestion, but damn.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Damn Taco Hell. Bean burrito. No? Okay.
That's all I have there is bean burritos. I don't trust anything else.
So yeah, she's working undercover for Reese.
Me-
She tips him off to the next robbery thing, and so there's that. So she's undercover girl, basically.
Right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Wade brings
Undercover girl.
Barbara
That's
coffee at the school.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like Barbara Oracle's big, like, romantic subplot
Right.
is being brought coffee.
Well,
Oh yeah,
other things happen though.
that's
Pretty
true.
quickly, yes.
Because that coffee. Hi, I've brought you a coffee.
Yeah.
I know. What did he put in that coffee, Bill
Yeah.
Cosby?
Exactly. I just got some of the Jello's puddings. Ah.
Yeah.
I put the
She
Jello
says-
pudding in the coffee.
Yeah, because she says, I want to take it slow. We can take it as slow as you want. And then the next thing you see is they're in bed together.
Yep.
She wants to take it slow. Okay.
Now we didn't get the cool, like, officer and a gentleman where he, like, lifts her up and,
Love lifts us up where we belong.
and then takes her to
Yeah.
bed and all that. Yeah. No.
Nope.
We didn't get that. It was just
Absolutely
like
no foreplay.
it was just like, oh, we just had sex.
And then the really condescending,
Yeah.
I just want to take care of you.
Right. And then she freaks out.
Right.
Barbara freaks out. She's like, I gotta go. Bye. Oh, look.
Yeah, well.
There's like a thing. There's an alert on the Delphi alert. Yeah, I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, Yeah, I got an appointment.
Got the things. Yep.
Teeth cleaning.
Alfred's calling, yeah.
Yeah, Alfred's here. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a
Don't say sex in front of Alfred.
yeah. I love that.
yeah.
I actually love that. I just that Oracle's like trying to protect Alfred's delicate sensibilities.
Right.
I thought that was great.
And Helena says, "I'm sure he knows about sex, or
Yeah.
at least knows of it."
Julia Pennyworth, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We know he's hit that. Yeah, he's been there.
Mr. Pitt himself. Yeah.
That's right.
The butlers get all the action.
Yeah, they do it
Polishing
downstairs.
more than the
if you know what
furniture.
I'm saying.
Yeah, butlers do it upstairs, downstairs.
That's right. That's right. Butlers do it Downton Abbey, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh. You had no idea what you're in for, did you, Phil? None nuts whatsoever. You listen to the show and you just can't, like, oh, it's just a fun little show. No, you get this.
No, I kind of knew what I was getting into, but just the visuals of your faces, especially like when Karen gets a shocked look on her face or a disgusted look. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. It stops things, doesn't it?
No, it adds to this.
Yeah, we
scene.
need it. I was like,
Okay.
all right, print screen. No.
No.
No. Okay. I'm good. All right. So Babs goes and immediately tells Helena she had sex with Wade.
She was freaked
Yeah,
out
'cause
that
I
she
would-
can brag about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would totally confide in her.
Right. I mean, I don't think they're kind of like personality opposites anyway. So I don't know if the Huntress is the best person to be giving advice to Oracle on this one.
Mm-mm.
So
No.
Yeah, but who else is she going to talk to, though? Dinah?
yeah, exactly. Dinah's no roadmap either. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
Yeah. Speaking of Dinah, she
Isn't there another teacher at the school she could talk to?
the guidance counselor. I don't know.
Does she not have any other friends?
We never see him. She
Yeah.
just every time we see Barbara at the school is she's like erasing a blackboard or something. That's it.
Personally,
Or
I think I would rather talk to Alfred than
Yes.
Huntress.
mm-hmm.
And she's not going to talk to anybody at the school because she probably doesn't want a reputation, you know?
Right.
They didn't even have a date and she's already in bed with them, you know?
Well,
It's true.
at least Huntress didn't give Barbara Harley Quinn's like business card,
True.
because that could have been really awkward.
Right.
Like I'm going to go to Harley Quinn for sex advice.
Doesn't okay. We've established that no one knows who she is, right?
Right.
Like, even if Barbara heard her name, she wouldn't know who she is.
Apparently not. Which is kind of weird.
But she should, right?
You would think.
Because she was around for all that.
I would think. We don't know.
Because
I mean, it's never really
The
like,
Joker
outlined.
broke her back, right?
Yeah, the Joker was. I mean, we don't. You would think that Harley was around when the Joker was out doing stuff,
Right.
and having his war with Batman.
And the name is a dead giveaway of who she is, really.
Right.
Even if she
Yeah.
never used that name.
You got some thoughts on that, Phil?
I was going to say, maybe she just Harley was always in her outfit and the Joker never mentioned her by name, or maybe not her full name. Who knows?
Yeah, it's very nebulous. I don't know what's going on there.
It's that comic book logic, you know, how Huntress keeps her identity with absolutely no mask. And
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
And she looks exactly the same.
And-
And,
and
she wears the same clothes.
Reese,
and
and Reese
everything.
kind of fun. That's a good point, because Reese is like, I don't know who you are. It's like, you can see my face. You could go through mug shots. I'm probably in there.
yeah, don't you think she'd be somewhat famous?
You're,
as like
you're a cop. Do a little homework.
Yeah, she'd be famous. The daughter of Batman.
Yeah, the illegitimate child of Bruce Wayne. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
You'd think there would be at least some kind of newspaper article about that. Right.
at least the National Enquirer cover or something.
That's what I'm talking about.
The
Yep.
National Gotham Inquirer. Yeah.
New Gotham.
No, Batman was in
Well,
regular Gotham.
right.
Right.
But I didn't know if that, like, they had anything recent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dinah wants to go on a mission because she's perfectly okay after Black Canary's death. And
Right.
she's telling everybody, I'm perfectly okay after Black Canary's death.
But I did say that last week.
Yes, you did. It was well
That-
spotted.
Yeah. Well, I have watched the series.
Right.
I said that, you know,
I'm
she's
pretending here.
right. I know. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, she's already mourned her mother, so meh.
Hmm.
I think I'd be the same.
Yep.
So
And like I pointed out last week, it's not like she knew her along anyway.
Right.
So how upset could she be about it?
right.
Well, yeah, she even mentioned that this episode. She's like, she was mad because she didn't get the chance to know her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's the only emotion she's feeling right now is that her mother came back into her life, but then she was taken away. And that's really the only emotion she has. How could she mourn her mother when her mother's been dead her whole life, essentially?
Gotcha.
So
Got it.
she's angry that she could have known her mother, but she was taken away. So yeah, I get that.
So she's really just angry because she was denied the opportunity,
Right.
essentially. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And so she's lashing out, and that's the emotion she's showing in this episode, but she's not like sad.
Yeah. Teenage angst.
Of course.
Yeah,
But you know, she had angst anyway.
that's true.
Right. Because I honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if she started dressing like Helena.
She
you
goes
know,
a
putting
bad-
white all over her
a bad
face.
girl. Yeah, she goes to a goth.
Right, exactly.
Goth Dinah.
Right. And
Could be her sidekick, Zipper Girl.
earrings all the way up her ears.
And yeah, she's all decked out in zippers.
Yeah. Perfect.
Because wasn't
I've got my zipper ring.
wasn't that
What
like
would that look like?
I don't know. A
wasn't that
zipper. A zipper.
wasn't that Daredevil's origin? Like the kids called
Yeah,
called him that as a kid.
Yeah, that
So
was.
the kids call her Zipper Girl.
Yeah, so that's.
Zipper girl. So it would be a boomerang that
Right.
she like sewed a leather thing over, and it has like zippers all over it. It has like a leather cover with zippers all over it, and so when it hits you, it really, really stings because of all the metal zippers.
This,
It could take an eye out.
the dark zipper strikes back. Strikes again.
Could call her Zipperhead or something like that.
When I was young, the girls made fun of me. They called me Zipper Girl.
And now
Now I am Zipper Girl.
Zipper Girl strikes back.
Gonna zip you up into a jail cell.
Oh my God! Okay, we got to write this book.
And you know, like, I don't know. Here,
It has to be
she's
black leather.
she's got the zipper signal, which goes. zhup.
Back and forth. It'd have to be back and forth.
Zhup, 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 zhup.
Exactly. And then it calls these little, it's like little gnomes, and they have like a zipper all the way up. They just have like one, like a unitard,
Right.
but one zipper all the way.
All right, hit the button.
Yeah.
What is this bizarre segue?
What is this bizarre segue that's happening?
Shut up, you.
I'm ready to hit that button whenever you want.
I know. We'd be hitting it like every 30 seconds.
That's right.
I mean, that thing would just blow up from overuse. It'd be pretty bad. All right. I was getting into that.
All right. Here you go. Can't touch this.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay. That's enough.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So Reese is waiting at a restaurant waiting for the bad guys to show up,
That's right.
and they do.
Well, because Huntress tipped him off that they're
Right.
going to rob that place, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. That's our whole point, is to tip them off where the gang's going to be. And with all these tip-offs, you think they would have like more cops there
Right.
to capture the gang.
But it's just Reese and his partner.
Right. It's just Reese and his partner.
Right.
So seems a little overmatched in my
Yeah.
yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
So he's waiting there. He's got his partner on his like crappy like 2003 era cell phone,
Right.
and he can't get through because apparently the gang is jamming. Not like we're jamming. No, it's like
Jamming until the break of dawn.
but
No.
no, they're like it's like Spaceballs. We've been jammed, sir.
Right.
So he can't call for back.
Ridiculous speed. No, they have something, some device that jams all signals. Did we have a device that did that back then? We have them now,
Yeah,
but did we have one back then?
maybe. I would think it'd be pretty easy if you knew anything about audio.
Yeah.
Oh, especially back then. With
Anything
with,
frequency. I mean, you could. Yeah, it's all on frequencies, right?
Okay.
So you could.
So just something that kind of squelched.
Right. Exactly. Create static.
Okay.
It's all staticky.
So it could, and that's what it did.
Yeah.
They went, and it made
Yeah.
noise. Okay. Thank you. Did you like my impression of
I
that?
did.
And my dial. I'm turning a dial. too.
Only the finest sound effects here on the Phantom Zone.
Thank you.
Bravissima.
Thank you. I have been.
You better
Over
give
the
those
last few
podcast
days-
award nominations, people, for this.
Thank you.
Come on.
I have been complimented over the last few days for my Big Jim impression for Under the Dome and my Helena impression for Helena impression.
Yes. Thanks. See, now you're doing it. I was doing it last week. Yeah.
Helena impression for Orphan Black. So
I love your Helena impression.
do you?
Yeah, I do. That's one of your.
I love.
Don't forget your Thea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll
That's
talk
coming
about
up.
that
That's
later.
coming up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Don't get ahead of yourself now.
that's right. Don't. But
We gotta. We'll pace this out. And
I'm trying to do
good.
since I
Yeah.
started this season with the Big Jim impression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is my town. He said that as he looked at the sign
Right.
for Chester's Mill. This is my town. He had a gun and the dog by his side and everything, like a redneck. So I've been doing an impression of that every episode because he's been like really proprietary. This is my dog. This is my boat. This is my island. He does this every episode. So I've been doing it every episode. And Stephanie's like, I love your Big Jim impression almost as much as your Helena impression.
Sounds like you're writing a country song. This is my dog.
Well, that's how he talks.
I know.
And it just struck me as funny when he said, "This is my town." He was all had the gun in his hand and the
Right.
dog next to him. And Big Jim is the best.
What is it?
Yeah. We got segue. Yeah, we got the concept.
Yeah.
All
Okay, so anyway,
So anyway, yeah. Dinah spars with Babs. Yeah. So they're like, doing the like Star Trek arena theme. Dun 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 dun. dun. Yeah. Okay.
except no girdles.
and Dinah smash. Dinah angry. Dinah not happy with.
Yeah, but she wasn't doing a good job though, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Barbara was winning every time.
Well, she's a more experienced fighter,
Right.
even being in a wheelchair.
Right.
She's the more experienced fighter, because she's got a scream of sticks. She knows how to use them, so she's just like, ba, 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 ba.
Right.
It's all, yeah. It's kind of there's no way Dinah's going to take her out.
Right. And then more angst
Right.
ensues.
Yeah, but thankfully Alfred is there,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like, Dinah storms off in a huff because it's Dinah.
Angst.
Yeah, angst. She comes through the
You won't let me win.
Thea Queen School of Angst.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, kind of.
yeah, that's true. Dinah came
She's
first.
not perfected it at all.
Dinah came first. She was like, Dinah did like that little step. She took that next step, and then Thea just stepped on that and elevated to a new level of whiny.
She took it to the top of the CN tower. That's all I'm saying. Thea, no one has bested Thea for that award at all.
Yeah. So
She should win the Emmy for the whiniest character on TV.
Wesley Crusher. That's all I'm saying. But
Nope.
you think she's less whiny than
She
Wesley?
is more whiny than Wesley.
I mean, more Wesley. Okay, she's more whiny than Wesley.
Yes.
Interesting.
I agree. I think she is.
Okay, just checking.
Mhm.
Barbara is having problems, or at least she's a little concerned about Huntress and Reese's friction working together.
Yeah.
But Alfred just
to Batman and her dad.
Yeah. So
Which
those
is it's no comparison.
Not really, because
There's no way Huntress.
They tried to work together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's no way that Reese and Huntress are ever going to be Batman and
Gordon. Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, Batman and Gordon didn't have that sexual tension.
Or did they?
Dun dun dun.
Hey now. Oh. I get the prices right, Phil.
Sorry. There. We get it twice because I messed up.
That was kind of a delayed sting there.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Huntress is playing strip poker with Wolf and the gang. And she's winning. Right. And unfortunately, she was winning.
Yeah, come on.
It's just like you've got Ashley Scott there. You're doing a strip poker scene, and she's the one with all her clothes on.
Right.
Yeah, come on. If you want to be undercover, throw a couple hands.
This is why
even me.
This is exactly why the show was canceled, because
was upset about this.
Throw us a freaking bone here. I mean,
well, they were throwing.
Come on.
They wanted you to throw a bone, is what they wanted, but they weren't
the
materials. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
They weren't giving you the raw materials.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Yeah, no, they weren't doing it.
Yeah.
And they weren't giving me any material, really, even. So.
Yeah. And Wolf is kind of giving Huntress the side eye.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, she sees Mick, the leader of the gang, kind of flirting with her a little bit here and there. And of course, Wolf's a little jealous, a little jelly. So there's that going on. Mick tells Kat, such a great name, that there's a big boss.
Yeah.
And Kat wants to meet the big boss. But she's quickly
calling him.
Yeah, exactly. And then Wolf is like really quick. Well, that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all defensive, like, which I thought was kind of funny. You know, but we find out that Mick goes off and meets Harley because guess what? Surprise! She's the big bad. Of course, she's the big.
Of course, she is. Of course.
And brings her like money and diamonds because diamonds, of course, being a girl's best friend. You know, and
they were sparklies.
Yes, and they can, like, you know, fund those nice little, like...
bombs and guns and shoes.
Yeah, exactly. So.
This was as close to Harley Quinn's voice as we got lately.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah. It was a good impression of Harley Quinn, I thought she did in this one. Shoes. She wanted shoes with the diamonds. I can buy lots of things with these diamonds.
Now, I kind of wonder, do you think Mia Sara, like, deliberately played that down or was told to play that down?
I think she deliberately played it down. I think she was channeling the Harley Quinn, but she's also in street clothes.
True.
So
okay.
She's trying to be that normal person, but she's Harley Quinn underneath.
So she's kind of like, almost like throwing up a secret identity. So it's not really her.
She's trying to hide it,
but so often
she sees the diamonds.
It creeps through.
Right.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
You think they were afraid too that maybe if she did the voice, people would be like, "Oh, that's too cartoony. You're going to turn people off." And
I think so.
Maybe, but I want to hear the voice.
Exactly.
I know. So
everybody did.
Yeah.
think they've learned that by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why we have real comic book shows now.
Mm-hmm.
And then Huntress goes to tell Reese about said big boss that she's heard about, but then lies to Reese about the gang's next target
Mhm.
because she doesn't want to. She wants to keep them from getting arrested because apparently she's having too much fun with the gang.
Right. Which is the dumbest move ever.
But she does tell Oracle about the big boss.
Right.
So there's that. So it's like, hey, remember that running subplot that we're kind of like really dragging out very slowly? So there's this week's little component.
Yeah.
We found out there's a big boss.
Right.
Okay, great. The animals proceed to rob the Club New Gotham. Great name there. And Reese's partner, McNally, is injured in an explosion of the police surveillance van that he's like.
When he was going to get coffee.
Right, because they flip for coffee.
Mhm.
And that, of course, Reese has to go get the coffee. Because, hey, I'm the serious regular. I'm not going to get blown up in the van, so...
Yeah.
He got
I
blown
can't
up.
get blowed up real good.
He got blown up real good.
He did.
I was just waiting for them to mention, he was 2 weeks away from retirement.
But
He's too old for this S.
Yeah, exactly. Because he didn't die. He just got injured.
Yeah.
So he should be like crawling with like his hair smoking and stuff. Going, I'm getting too old for this S.
Did you see at midnight last week? It was what's his name? Danny Glover. Is that his name?
Yes.
It was his birthday last week, and they put up a picture of him from the movie with a fake birthday hat on, which was hilarious already.
Right.
And then they said the question was, "What are you too old for?"
This S, yeah.
Right. And so everybody was saying what they were too old for on the panel. And it was hilarious. But the whole time they had the picture up of Danny Glover with the gun and the fake, photoshopped
right.
paper. And I was laughing so hard at the paper hat. It's hilarious.
So
he was too old for the paper hat. That's what he was too old for. Anyway,
Huntress goes to Reese to apologize. I'm really, really sorry.
That I lied to you.
That I lied to you, and your partner got blowed up real good.
Yeah. She made a good point.
Yeah.
One good point, and he made 1,000 good points here.
But he kind of wins the argument on this one, I think.
Completely.
A little bit.
Right. In that I shouldn't have trusted you because you're a thief and you lie and you're duplicitous and blah, blah, blah. Yes, he wins. Her point is, I work alone because the only person I can hurt is me.
Right.
And she wins on that point, that she never should have worked with him. But that's the only point she wins on.
Go ahead, Phil.
I was going to say, is this why the episode's called Primal Scream? Because he yelled at her?
I don't know. He didn't really scream at her.
No.
He just got a little irate.
Maybe McNally screamed in the truck. I don't know.
Could be. Or it could have been the jammer.
Yeah.
Was that a Primal Scream?
I don't know.
The jammer?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No. I don't know. The furries? Were they screaming at some point?
Let's hope not.
Barbara
I don't want to know what they're screaming about.
Barbara in bed?
Oh, no.
Ooh. Could have been Barbara in bed.
Oh, yeah.
Primal Scream.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. He won the argument hands down. He, if it had been now, he could have said, and mic drop.
Yep.
And walked away.
Well, no, because he would take the ring and he drops the bat ring, go out.
Ring drop.
And I'm out. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
So, all right.
He is done with her.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Huntress really wants to meet the boss now, so she goes to tell Mick. Mick's like, hey, the boss wants the same. So, by the way, Mick lays a big smoochie on Helena, right in front of Wolf. So Wolf is really not digging this by this point.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting our yeah.
Well, is that why she's a cat?
And yeah.
Two Bill Cosby moments.
It's a cat wolf thing.
Another Cosby moment.
It's a cat dog thing.
I heard that, Phil.
Yeah. So Mick says, "Hey, why don't you come back to this room we've got back here, and you can meet the big boss." Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just go through these beaded curtains.
Right.
What was the music? Meet the big boss. Yeah.
The
Right.
big boss.
I'll show you my big boss. If you know what I'm saying.
Can you kind of feel that we're off on a little tangent or a little
Sorry.
theme here?
My husband's not home.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, hey now. Okay. Alrighty then. The
I didn't sign up for this.
I get a little amped up.
that backdrop curtains, you know, I was like, what's back there now? It's a secret room. There's a big boss back there.
No,
All right.
just a cat.
Okay. Well, you kind of blew the whole mystique now, didn't you?
I know.
All
Sorry.
right. That's okay. So they go back there, and what's behind curtain number 1 there, Mick? And it turns out, hey, we have Reese, and he's captured and tortured, bleeding and all kinds of punched up, beaten up real good.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And
Wah,
Reese,
wah.
and Reese is kind of hanging there going, ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, the animal chained up. What was
Yep.
this, an episode of Gotham?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He would have been hanging upside down.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
The season finale, I think they weren't hanging upside down.
No, they were hanging upside down in the finale
were
too.
they?
They were
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to bring that full season full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of Gordon and them hanging upside down. And,
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Mick brings out a taser, and Helena's like, "Don't tase me, bro," and then gets tased. So, and then she's taken out, and then she's tied up. Yeah, she's tied up. It shorts out her little neck choker thing, like you said. Then,
Sorry.
yeah, choker.
You said tied up.
Oh, that's true. And this would have been Cheryl from Archer's big moment, going, "Yes."
Mhm. Exactly.
Okay.
Well, she likes the taser too, Cheryl.
Right. Yeah, she'd be like, I can't do Cheryl's voice.
Tase me, tase me, tase me.
Exactly. Something.
Do me, do me.
While he's tied up, Rista finds out that Helena didn't know anything about the bomb. Oh, sorry, babe. Yeah, a little awkward there. So Dinah shows up and immediately fights this guy by the pool table. And okay, we don't care about Dinah.
Nope.
Not really. Huntress frees herself.
You like that? Just my automatic. Nope.
Nope. We don't care about Bart. We don't
Nope.
care about Dinah. Reese corners Mick, threatens to kill him. Like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna kill you, man. And yeah, because you blew up my partner. Prepare to die.
Yes.
And
He does.
but Huntress kind of talks him down, and so he just knocks out Mick, and that's it.
Right.
All right. Helena.
Because what else was he gonna do?
Yeah.
Was he gonna kill the guy? No.
Right.
He's a cop.
Right.
He was just gonna knock the guy out anyway.
Pretty
so.
much. Yeah. Helena gives the bat ring back. Says, "Okay, I guess we're good now, right?"
We're engaged again.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't blow up your partner, so here, take my ring back.
What a dummy.
My friendship ring. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Helena goes off and has her weekly session with Harley.
Uh-huh.
And Harley just tells her there's really nothing wrong with compromising or not compromising with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Harley Quinn not really giving great advice for a therapist.
Do you think she knows that Helena was part of that gang?
I don't think so.
No, I think Harley's just a bad therapist and a bad person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's probably just trying to keep Helena down a dark path, I guess.
Okay.
It's like it's okay if you want to be standoffish and not really get along with people. That's cool.
The guys were describing her to Harley, but I didn't think they described her really well.
Right.
I mean, it could have been anyone in leather, and
she only knew her by name. It's not like they flashed her photo around.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Well, plus, if Harley keeps her broken, she can keep charging her for the therapy sessions.
Mm-hmm.
True.
There's money there in them billionaire daughters.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Mm-hmm.
All right. Babs apologizes to Wade for freaking out post-coital.
And he apologizes for what he said because he realizes that it could have been taken as a condescension.
Yeah, so...
Which it was, actually.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So, again, Reese and Barbara are a little bit on the rocks, but they patch it up.
Right.
So.
That is such a romance novel trope, too.
Yes.
I want to take care of you. What?
Yeah.
F you.
Yeah.
I can take care of myself. I don't want your money.
And of course we have one of our infamous rooftop scenes.
Of course.
Because Birds of Prey.
Right. Because yes.
Because yes, Birds of Prey. Huntress is there holding her mom's Catwoman mask.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then she's talking to Dinah about that she got like a really kind of a rush running around with the gang, and it kind of reminded her of her mom.
Right. Or made her think about what her mom was like.
Right. So is this Huntress's primal scream, perhaps, that...
You keep trying to connect it to the title.
No.
The title had nothing to do with this episode. Nothing.
Dinah seemed pretty angry.
Yeah. Okay, and again we come to the, my mother's the worst. I mean, that...
Yeah.
This seems to be the theme of every episode is...
Pretty much.
Who is my mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those two had a angst-filled mother, because yes, mother.
Right.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, Birds of Prey is kind of, and we're kind of surprised that Oracle doesn't have mother issues as well, because like two of the team do, like Dinah does, Huntress does, so why not Oracle?
Well, she obviously could.
Right. In some versions of the story, didn't the mother leave them?
Most of them.
Yeah.
Either left or died.
So anyway.
Officer Gordon never really ended up with her mother in any of the storylines.
Well, no, they were married, but then they got
ended up.
Yeah, right. I see what you're saying. Stay together.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Till when she was this age.
Okay, so Phil, as our special guest host or villain, take your pick. Special guest villain. What rating do you give this episode?
All right. I give this episode 7.5 furry convention attendees.
Nice.
Very nice. Thumbs up from both of us.
Thumbs up.
Yep. Okay, Karen?
I give it 7 piles of unpaid speeding tickets.
And I give this 7 out of 10 stacks of cop donuts.
Very nice.
Because
I could go for a donut right now. I'm so hungry.
Donuts.
Pork fat. That was my favorite one.
No, mine was 90 slices of American cheese individually wrapped. 98. 97. That was my favorite.
I like that one too.
Okay. All right. So moving on. Thankfully.
Muse of Fire.
Muse of Fire. Fire.
Fire.
Fire.
Fire.
Fire. All right. This one was
for my bunghole.
So this one, the teleplay was written by Jeff Johns and Mark Guggenheim.
Oh, I need to talk about the casting for the Birds of Prey. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry, we've got to rewind. Okay.
Okay, so Sarah Brown played Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a theme in the casting, or I wouldn't have gone back. She was the murderer on the third man in Castle.
Okay.
And she was also in VR Troopers. And Shane Johnson, who played Colin, was also the murderer in Murder, He Wrote.
I'm sensing a theme
Castle.
here.
And he's also in the show Power from Stars. And he was one of the men in Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
So those are two of the people. And just keep in mind that those two were murderers.
Yeah, murderers.
In two separate Castle episodes. So, okay, now on to Muse of Fire.
Okay.
Yes, there is a theme here.
Okay. Yeah, written by Jeff Johns, Mark, blah, blah, blah. This one was also directed by David Grossman.
12 Monkeys and Dangerous Housewives.
Thank you. And there's a lot of cool guest stars in this episode. Do we run through this first?
Let's go through this first.
Because there's a pretty good big list on this one.
Right. Tamo Pennicott from Battlestar Galactica. He was also...
Hilo. I dug Hilo.
Yeah. He also played a guy who tried to kill Kate Beckett on Castle. And he did the voice of Steve Trevor. He plays Nick Salvati.
Yeah.
John Cassini, who was in Alive, 7, Get Carter.
Was he a murderer too?
No. He was also an acting coach on 50 Shades of Grey, which made me laugh out loud. He played Mr.
Wait, back up. 50 Shades of Grey had an acting coach?
Yep.
Whip her harder.
Prove it.
And, well, it was John Cassini, so feel free to ask him.
Oh, my God.
Jeffrey Nordling, who is, I mean, everybody knows Jeffrey Nordling. He was the bad guy on The Time of Our Lives on Castle.
She didn't, this is why she does the Storming the Castle podcast.
Yeah. He was also one of the leads on Once and Again, and he played Patient Zero in the HBO movie And the Band Played On.
Oh, okay.
And he plays Frank Bertinelli in this episode.
Huntress's daddy.
That's right. And as Huntress was Jessica DeGao, and she was on the short-lived Dracula,
which I dug. I liked that Dracula. Good. It's a very weird take on Dracula, because you had, I think, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers starred in that, and Jessica DeGao played Mina Murray. So
Mina, yeah.
Yeah, she's Mina in that one. So, but I kind of dug it.
So Roger R. Cross played Detective Lucas Hilton, and he was in Dark Matter and the Strain. Colin, is it Salmon or Salmon?
Salmon.
I thought so.
I think, yeah.
He played Dr. Moon in Doctor Who.
Which is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24 Live Another Day. And you added this, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Charles Robinson in the Brosnan Bond films.
Yeah, the Pierce Brosnan Bond films. He's one of M's little attaché assistants.
Cool.
So yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch those. Then.
Yeah, he's in the last. He's not in GoldenEye, but he's in Tomorrow Never Dies, World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day.
Cool.
Well.
And he plays Walter Steele. I love him.
Yeah, he's always great in everything. I mean, he's done a lot of weird stuff. He's done Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
And just he pops up every so often somewhere. He's great.
Then we have Kelly Hu I love as well.
Yes.
But she played a suspected bad guy in Death Gone Crazy on Castle. X2, Vampire Diaries, Warehouse 13,
and she's a killer in Arrow. So yeah.
Yeah, she played China White. I loved her in X2 as Lady Deathstroke. She was great.
She was really good in that.
Yeah. Ben Wilkinson, who is in the upcoming Deadpool movie. He was on iZombie, and he played. He was in an episode of Once Upon a Time.
Right.
And he plays Paul Capani.
Phil, I'm guessing you're a Deadpool fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that movie.
I mean, I can't either. I've just I mean, all the stuff I've seen up till now, when the little trailer? Well, the leak trailer was great, and then the little when they did San Diego Comic-Con and Deadpool's out there with a sombrero, and a poncho, and he's we'll work for Comic-Con or something like that.
God, I love Deadpool.
Or need car ride to Comic-Con.
He's one of my favorite comic book anti-villains, I guess is what I'd call him.
Anti-hero, maybe?
No, he's an anti-villain almost, isn't he? He's not really a hero, is he?
Can't define him.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like a whatever.
Yeah, he's Deadpool.
He's Deadpool, yeah. Okay.
And
he's
John...
like Lobo.
Kinda.
Kind of.
Cooler.
In a weird way.
I think Deadpool's cooler than Lobo.
Yes, I think so. But I put him in that same category of not a hero, not a villain.
That's saying a lot for a Rob Liefeld creation.
But... It is. Yeah, it is.
So, you're probably his greatest creation, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only thing I like about
because everybody else wrote him like
better.
Yeah.
Like 10 times better.
Yeah, they gave him personality and stuff, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And last but not least, Hiro Kanagawa. And he played who on iZombie?
Oh, yeah, that's the detective.
The captain.
Yeah.
The captain.
Yeah, right.
Who was a zombie who killed himself at the end of the season.
Yeah, I was gonna point out that. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's when I was watching this episode, I was like, oh, hey, it's Captain So-and-so from iZombie.
Right. And he also was in Smallville, and he played Dr. Lamb in this episode.
Yeah, he shows up in a lot of places, too.
Yeah.
So
there was a theme in this week's episodes of people being bad guys on Castle. And pretty notable bad guys on Castle. Right. I mean, they were all like huge parts on, especially Tomo Pennicott, who was in like 6 episodes of Castle. As he notably threw her off of a building. Yeah. In a season, was it a season finale? Yes, the season finale of Castle, and Castle did not save her.
Okay. I don't watch Castle, so.
Well, she thought Castle was going to come and save her, but Castle had washed his hands of her at this point.
Got it. Okay.
So, and then she realized she was in love with him and went to his house and, I love you, I give up. I'm not going to solve my mother's murders.
They didn't learn from Arrow season 3 that you can fall from a great height and just lay around for a couple episodes and just dust yourself off and get back up.
No.
Well, to be fair, Oliver had a magic potion.
That's true.
Yeah, not even a Lazarus pit, just the magic potion.
It was a magic potion. Yeah.
Right. So. Yeah, no, Kevin Ryan saved her.
Okay, so Muse of Fire.
He was the worst. Tomo Pennicott. And then he was blowed up real good on the next episode. He was blowed up real good.
That's also becoming a theme this episode, being blown up real good.
Yeah, let's see. Taken into custody, blowed up real good. Taken away in handcuffs and proven to be not the suspect. Okay. No, he was the only one blowed up real good.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Muse of Fire.
Okay.
Oliver gets a little call from his sister Thea going, "You need to meet Mom."
And of course, Oliver says, "Which one of you is my mother?"
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I can't tell which one of you is my mother. You know, I was gone for 5 years. Yep. And now that I'm back, I don't want to talk to anybody.
You guys are going to make me want to go back to the island.
Yeah. And he says as much later when he is eating dinner with Helena.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, God, I really miss the island sometimes."
Yeah.
And then Thea, through the whole episode, is
I didn't have everybody nagging me, man.
I told them I miss air conditioning just because that's what they want to hear.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, he goes to meet Moira. So he takes his little arrow cycle to meet Moira. Driving down the street. So they out of Moira and this guy named Paul Capani.
Mm-hmm.
Not Al Capone, I guess.
Right.
So
Ben Wilkinson.
Yeah. So they leave Queen Consolidated. Paul wants Moira to look over this contract. Moira's like, "Nope, not gonna happen, dude. Sorry."
Yep.
Talk to the Hand. And then immediately right after that, another motorcycle rider drives up and quickly shoots Paul several times in the chest. And Oliver shows up. He's like all freaked out, like no. And so Maury's okay.
Leaves his mom.
So mom's okay. All right. Like he probably like lifts her head up and is like, "You okay, mom? Okay, bye." And drops her right there.
Right.
And then
Compounding her injuries.
Yeah, exactly. So Oliver chases after the shooter on foot because parkour. This is season 1. We still did parkour back in season 1.
Right, we did, yeah.
Completely abandoned it with season 2 and onward, but yeah, this was when Oliver was cool and doing parkour and stuff.
Yeah.
He almost catches up to the shooter.
Right.
But then, of course, the truck interferes because, hey, it's only the little teaser before the credits, and
right.
So yeah,
you can't actually
catch that person. The shooter escapes, and that's it.
Right.
So,
poor Peter Parkour.
Yeah, Peter Parkour.
Oh.
But
wrong franchise. Wrong comic book company, even.
See, these DC and Marvel crossovers never work out like they.
No, they don't.
No. So Maury is being treated in the hospital for concussion, and I noticed this while I was watching the episode. She's in a room that has a fabricated nameplate for her.
I know.
Did you notice that?
Yes.
It's like
money. It's money.
Exactly. It's like, I figure, okay, she's in the elite wing.
Oh yeah.
But
how often does she get hurt?
Exactly. That's my point. It's like, how often do they need they have well, it's Arrow, we might as well just fabricate one because she's going to be in there a lot.
Yeah. They have one that they just slide in and out.
Exactly. It was one
for all their big donors.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you donate enough money. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got one for Thea. We've got one for Oliver. We've got one. Just
the one for Oliver has worn bits at the top and the bottom from being slid in and out.
So many. Yeah, it's a little frayed on the edges.
Right.
Yeah.
Motorcycle accident. It was stupid.
Yeah.
So anyway, she has a concussion from Oliver dropping her on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was fine.
It's not from the right.
She was fine.
Not from the actual. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And
it's from him checking.
And of course, Thea being Thea.
You just left her there on the sidewalk.
I was like, I don't believe you when you said you went to go get the killer's license plate.
Yeah. You went to get the killer's license plate? Yeah. Don't quit your day job.
Loser.
I hate you. Why did you even come back?
Did we lose? Oh. I see it.
This is why I showed up tonight.
Okay, there you go.
For the impression.
Right there. Okay, I saw the the little blackout and circle of death. Oh. So, all right, Lance and
I waited by your grave the whole time. I thought you were dead, but why did you come back? You're a loser. I hate you now.
No, I was stoned while I was there at your grave, but
yeah, that's where I met my guy to buy drugs.
Your graves.
And he's like, that's okay. I was there lurking in the bushes. I could have reached out and said, hey, Thea, don't buy drugs. But I couldn't because why?
Because, I don't know. I hate you.
Instead, I just snapped your drug dealer's neck.
Yeah. I could have got you off I could have got you off those drugs early, but I couldn't just call out your name for some.
You're the worst brother ever. I hate you.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad. No.
Why didn't you just stay on that island?
Do you want a concussion too, honey?
This is why we have cells in the island. I'll lock you up with Deathstroke.
I knew you were the worst. I have money. I bought a car and I wrecked it. Because I'm spoiled rotten.
He's like, I have the same money you have, so.
That's okay. We lose it all anyway. But
I'm spoiled rotten. And I could have just signed that contract that you had, and we could have kept all our money. But I didn't want to.
Because I was in a mood.
Yes, because I'm petulant.
Then she leaves and tries to make out with her half-brother.
Yep. Tommy's so cute.
Yeah.
Why do I think he's so cute? Wink, wink.
Yeah.
He looks like me for some reason.
It's Luke and Leia all over again.
Sorry.
Tommy should have gone, I am your brother.
Help me, Diggle. Help me, Diggle. You're my only hope.
That's not true. That's impossible.
I want to kiss him. Blink, blink. Tommy,
Oh man,
can I go to your club and do drugs, please?
we're never getting through this, are we?
Yeah, we
It's
are.
not going to happen.
I'll stop now.
Oh, this is good.
I might do it again, but I won't do it right now.
Okay. My face hurts from smiling. The Detective Lance, who is, at this point, this is season 1, so he's kind of a dick. His first time he's a dick.
Yeah, he's really a dick.
He's really a dick at this point, especially to Oliver.
He just wants to blame everything,
Right.
not only on Oliver, but on the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
he's
still
like that. He's like that in all the odd seasons.
Yeah.
But it's like the odd number. Like the even numbered Star Trek movies are the best. Well, we have the odd numbered Arrow seasons being the worst for Detective Lance.
So far.
Yeah.
Let's hope that means that season 4 is good.
Is a rebound. Yeah. He's due. I think that might be because remember Joe was kind of talking him off the edge a little bit when he and Cisco came to Starling City.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a little conversation about daughters.
Mm-hmm.
So man, who knows? Oliver says he wants security for Moira. Quentin's like, no, we don't need it. You don't need it, dude, because the guy that got shot, he's like mob connected. So.
Now, why that would mean you don't need security?
Exactly.
That you might have been standing next to a mob guy when he got
Starling City
off?
Police, the finest police in the world.
Oh, so stupid.
Yeah.
So
Them and Mayberry.
Yeah. Because he could be targeting both of them.
Right.
Anyway, so Tommy goes out and swings by Laurel's place with Chinese food.
I have to say, they are cute together in this one.
They are.
Really, really cute.
And he asks her out on a proper date.
Okay, this whole exchange is cute.
Yeah.
Because he shows up and the pizza guy's there, right?
The pizza guy. Hey now. I've got a delivery for Laurel Lance.
Although, he kind of looks like that guy from Chuck with the curly hair. Fernando, if you know who I'm talking about. He's the nerd that gets kissed in the GoDaddy commercial.
Okay.
So, so he shows up with the pizza guy, but Laurel opens the door, and the first thing he said is, "To be fair, I showed up just before him."
Right.
So he's trying to say that he got there before the pizza guy. And it's adorable that he does this. And then as they're talking...
And to Laurel's credit, she does pay the pizza guy.
Yes, which is great.
Right, because that would have been a really dick move on her part.
Big time. Big time dick move.
To stiff the delivery guy.
Right.
So
he comes in, they're talking, and he says, he gives her the food, and of course she chooses his food, but it's cute the way they're bantering back and forth. Mm-hmm. And then once he asks her out, she says, "Let me get this straight. You're giving me dinner in order to ask me out to dinner." And it's adorable because he says, "Well, yeah, that, and I threw you that charity ball." Well, I would think that that's for the charity, not for me so much.
We all know about Tommy and his big charity balls, don't we?
His big balls, as it were.
Well, that's why I said charity balls. I was kind of...
I know.
Okay.
It could just be a ball.
Right.
His big fancy balls.
Right.
Big fancy balls. Yeah.
Right.
Lots of glitter.
Decorative.
Yeah. Very much so.
Oliver
dressed up, black tie.
Oliver and Diggle, rapidly changing the subject. Oliver and Diggle are like hanging out in the pre-Arrow cave.
Was Diggle there at the ball?
Well, no.
Diggle's such a great word when you're talking about balls.
All right, I'm just.
Just sit back and let it happen, as Cosby said.
Oh, ice cold. Ice cold. Oh man. All right. Ouch.
If it's got to happen, just sit back and enjoy it.
Ouch. Oh,
Okay, sorry.
we're gonna get. Well, we might actually get mail on that one.
Oliver and Diggle, please.
Oliver and Diggle. I forget what they were doing. They were talking about, I guess, Paul working for Frank Bertinelli.
Right. And this is so early that it's only Oliver and Diggle,
Yes, it
As
kind of.
the Arrow team.
Yeah, does it seem really weird because like Felicity's not around at
Right,
this
yeah.
point? It's just the bros in
Right.
the Arrow Cave, the pre-Arrow Cave.
Yep.
It's basically just like a dark basement with like a laptop on a table
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, they should be like working out of their garage. You know?
Be a step up.
Right.
Yeah, there should be like band equipment in the corner, and they're like, oh yeah,
Hey, let's do some jamming.
Yeah.
There's no one.
maybe one of those like homemade beer thing labs that
There's
they-
no one
they-
to apprehend.
they bottle their own beer and
A lava lamp on a little
I thought you were gonna
milk
say a beer
crate.
pong table.
yeah.
Beer pong table, yes.
And they've got like an old an old computer that has just like really outdated
The
computer.
big CRT screen.
Yeah, exactly. One of
Like
those
wide
big
CRT.
wide monitors and
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Big.
the salmon ladder's only halfway built.
It's only got a few rungs on it.
Right. There's all
He has
the
a-
rungs are like laying up next to
He's
it.
got an exercise
Yeah, it's like I can only go a few
exercise
at a
bike on
time.
a salmon ladder.
I'm saving up to get that fourth rung on the ladder.
But the thing is, they could put the ones that are up above their heads, but they haven't. They've only put the ones lower.
They're up on concrete
Oh,
blocks.
It's like their bro hangout.
Exactly. They've got like a neon sign Led Zeppelin thing in the on the wall or something.
I'm gonna try and
Or, but,
reshape that so it says Arrow.
Budweiser or something, Coors, something like that. Yeah. All right.
We're gonna make it green.
All right.
That would be awesome. Someone's got to draw that. Do we have any people
Yeah,
that draw in our
yeah,
audience?
If you're an artist, draw us a picture of the garage Arrow Cave, the Arrow
The man cave.
the Arrow Man Cave. Thank you.
Right. The Arrow man cave.
The Arrow Man Cave.
Yeah.
Draw us a
Arrow
picture.
Man.
There's got to be milk crates
Yeah.
as a table, a halfway built salmon ladder.
Maybe a video game console. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of your
If
old
it doesn't
pals,
work.
Yeah.
With the big speakers.
Right. Right.
Uh-huh.
The big ones. Okay.
And the couch has to be, if it's not a futon, it has to be like a beat up pull out couch.
Yeah.
Pull out, yeah.
Yeah, with like some duct tape over a hole in the couch on one of the cushions.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's a
spring
V8
sticking out.
A VHS somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Yes. Or a projection TV.
Yes.
An old projection TV.
Yeah, so that's your mission for the week, kids. Is draw us a picture of the Arrow Man Cave, and
I want that so bad.
And send it to us on Facebook or Twitter or something, and then we'll post it and share it around.
Yeah.
We'll get you some. If you're anybody's on DeviantArt or something, draw us a picture of the Arrow Man Cave. All right,
I want that so hard.
that would be brilliant. Frank Bertinelli, it turns out, is a major player in the Starling City Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul was the third of his associates that were murdered. So we've got more murder going on
Mm-hmm.
to fill in with your theme. Oliver wants to get close to Frank. Hey now. But he wants to figure out what's going on.
Right.
So
Now he connects the Bertinellis with the killing,
mhm.
but he doesn't know how they're connected, and he wants to try and figure out who is targeting them.
So just like Helena, the huntress on Birds of Prey, he's going undercover too,
Right.
essentially.
Right.
Yeah. The shooter from earlier finally removes her helmet and revealing a luscious, dark-haired woman.
That's right.
And she proceeds to draw an X through Paul's photo, and she's like, "More ha 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 ha! Another one bites the dust.
One down.
Dun dun dun. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, all right. Thea is annoyed. Imagine that. When Oliver tells her that he has to go and he can't stay and watch Moira.
Look, I'm all dressed up. I want to go out. I stayed with her all day. I just want to go out.
And then Tommy drops by and he's like, "Where are you going?"
Upstairs, apparently.
I guess I'm not going anywhere. Yep.
I guess I gotta watch Cake Boss with Mom.
And by the way, I love you, Tommy.
I've crushed on you forever.
I love you, Tommy. Kiss me.
I'm drawing in my notebook with little hearts around your name and
Tommy
stuff.
loves Thea.
Then it'll be like Back to the Future. She'd be like, kissing you's like kissing my mom.
Thea Merlin. Hey, that's catchy.
Oh my God. Hey, that's catchy.
She can still use that name.
Yep.
That was what I was hinting
Sure
at.
can, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So can you imagine? She's sitting with her mom and she brings Tommy upstairs. Tommy decided to sit with us.
You can sit
And
between
we're
them.
dating.
They sandwich him.
Yeah. Yeah. And then her mother goes, "No, this cannot happen." How would she explain that?
I don't know.
Don't date him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, stay away from Tommy. This is bad.
He's bad news. You can't go out with him.
Yeah.
No
But remember,
kissing.
it's season 1, so they probably haven't come up with the idea
They
yet.
haven't written it.
They
yet.
haven't written it yet. So yeah, there should have been a scene where like, yeah, Tommy would be good. Go on with him. Go on with him.
Yeah. How awkward that have been if they would have dated in the
Yes.
first season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Awkward.
Totally.
Or had a kiss.
So anyway, Tommy stops by and he's like, hey, I hope you're okay, but I asked Laurel out on a date.
Yeah. I don't want you to hear it from her, so
Right.
I came over to say it. What does it matter who he hears it from?
Well, to be fair, I mean, he just doesn't want to, he doesn't want to like blindside Oliver with it.
Yeah, okay.
But
He's trying to be
now,
honorable.
unfortunately, Oliver does not do the same with him. But
Nope.
Because Oliver
Tommy
becomes
just sees them all naked.
in the window that
Yeah.
shows everybody on the street what they're doing. But later in the year, but anyway. Oh,
And that's what they're doing.
oh yeah.
And it is not disguised at all. What
No.
they're doing.
No. And there's like a million people on the street with their holding up their camera phones
Right.
recording this.
Look, it's Oliver Queen having
Yep.
sex with someone
Right.
in the window.
And then all of a sudden they're like racing to like
Put it
email
on
TMZ.
Yeah.
He's a rich guy. Yeah, he's shopping the sex tape. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. But Oliver, of course, would be cool. Like, I wish you nothing but the best. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Of
Because
course.
you both deserve happiness.
Which is why, of course, I'm going to stab you in the back and do your girlfriend in a full view of the entire city.
Right.
Okay.
When I think you might be broken up.
Right. Oliver goes off to visit Frank. He's introduced to Capo Nick Savalti, also known as Hilo.
Tamo, yeah.
Yeah. Oliver spots the Huntress, although he doesn't quite know who she is yet, at the top of the stairs.
Hmm.
So it's like, hey.
And she calls him the male Lindsay Lohan.
Right. Which is like, no, you've got the wrong queen on that one.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thea tells Moira about Oliver's recent behavior.
Oliver's the worst, Mom. How come he can't do anything?
Yeah.
He's the worst. He makes me do everything.
Why is he such a jerk?
I can't go out and party, even though I'm just in high school and I shouldn't be out at clubs anyway.
Right. How am I supposed to go out and get drunk and do drugs? Come on.
I can't roll my eyes any higher than this. I'm hurting myself.
Why is Oliver making my eyes hurt, Mom?
He hates me.
Anyway, Moira's like, okay, maybe we should give Oliver the benefit of the doubt.
Why? Because he was on an island for 5 years?
Exactly.
That's no excuse.
Because he was on an island for 5 years, and maybe he's not the same guy that we knew. So we should maybe try to accept him.
All right. Whatever.
Even though I won't, because I'll just get mad at Oliver later too.
Whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, shut up, Mom.
Shut up, Mom.
Shut up, Mom.
Whatever.
Sounds like it's the goth girl from South Park. That's what you That's exactly what you sound like. It's the goth girl from South Park.
Yes. Whatever.
Whatever. That's exactly who it is.
Yep.
Well done.
She puts the hand up. Whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. Now I'm going to go listen to Sunny Day Real Estate. Okay.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Okay. Woo.
I gotta get another piercing. Mom!
She gets a Tommy tattoo.
Thea loves Tommy forever.
All right. Frank wants a building contract for Queen Consolidated's Applied Sciences Division. Why, we don't know. We never find out.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
That is the division that does
The earthquake machine?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I guess that does.
So he may have been a part of that whole business.
Maybe. Without realizing it.
No, I think he realized
You think he was in on the earthquake machine?
Yeah,
like, knew about it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think he was in the book.
Okay. Nick leaves. Or is it here? Moira told Frank no. She's like, but Oliver's like, well, I'm kind of leaning the other way on this one, so maybe we could do a deal.
Right.
Right.
Although it's all
BS.
just a front for him to be there.
Yeah. So the Huntress walks in. Hey now. She's introduced Frank's daughter, Helena.
Yep.
Not Helena, because not Helena.
Helena is not in this episode. No. She's not here. No.
She's with Donnie.
Yes, she is with Donnie, who is strong like a bull.
Moose and squirrel.
Moose and squirrel. No.
She went from Italian to Russian.
Moose and squirrel.
Yes. Well, she isn't Helena from Orphan Black from the Ukraine.
Yes, from the Ukraine.
Yes, it's in the ballpark.
Right.
Yeah. And soon to be Russia. So yeah, there's that.
Yes, I do not like what is happening over there. I may have to go over and hurt Vladimir Putin.
Wow, Helena gets political. That's.
I will kill him while he sleeps.
I have my pet scorpion.
No, I ate Pupak. He was tasty.
Nom nom nom.
But not like mango. Sorry.
Wow. All right. And if you never watch Orphan Black, you're probably going, "What the hell are they talking about?"
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Anyway.
And if you do, you're welcome.
Yeah. If go watch Orphan Black. Okay, you'll be much better off with it once you do.
Yes.
It's highly recommended.
And then go listen to the Orphan Black podcast.
Hey.
Me and Steve Sawyer.
Well played.
Mm-hmm, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, where were we? Frank has to go for a meeting. Gotta go. Bye. So Helena, why don't you go take Oliver out to dinner?
Mm-hmm. And she says, "Oh, just whore me out."
Yeah. I'm just your whore, Dad.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
not whoring you out.
Well,
You're
it's like, hey, listen, princess, our
my
family business is dying here, so why don't you like help us out so we can keep you in those nice, expensive clothes you're wearing?
right,
And
which
I
is
want you to pay for
actually
dinner.
Yeah.
right, actually kind of a good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty
Even
much.
though they're the mob,
Right.
he kind of does pay for all her
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
and-
It's not like she's moved out.
right. She lives upstairs
Yeah. In a
on the
cushy
second
mansion.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe she, like, okay, maybe you could put on a nice dress and take Oliver out to dinner.
Right. Big deal.
Maybe.
Plus he's cute and you know,
Yeah. God forbid you like have dinner with a really good looking guy.
right.
Yeah.
Who
A really
might
good-looking billionaire.
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
Who you might have something in common with, being as you're both really rich, you might have some background in common.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
Right.
In a complete like throwaway scene, in my opinion, Frank and Nick go off to meet with this Chinese triad's Red Pole enforcer, Zhizhan, or however you pronounce it, and he's hanging there with China White. I guess it's just we had to work China White into this episode somehow.
Well, I think this was to bring them into the story and also to make sure that we understood that she was upfront with him.
Right.
She said, we had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
And it was true.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have anything to do with it. And Frank was not having any of that.
Right.
Frank was quite sure that it was them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the triad. And Nick said, well, you know, why are they attacking us? And Frank was theorizing on why they were attacking.
Yeah.
They weren't. It was his daughter attacking them.
I just noticed, like, you know, I was just thinking of like China White's bad wig in this scene.
Yeah,
It's just really
great.
horrible. It's just like someone just chopped up a mop and stuck it on her head.
It was never that great.
It got better. It got better in season 2, I think.
It got better.
It got better. Yeah.
The wigs on this show, in particular,
Are horrible, especially on
awful.
On
Oliver.
Yeah.
And then
The flashback ones, yeah.
it kind of moved over to his brother or cousin or whatever on the Flash.
That was cousin, yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie Amell.
Right. Well,
he has the worst wig ever.
Well, thankfully he got
on
rid of
Flash.
it.
I know, but still,
they stopped doing homeless Firestorm.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he was. He was a homeless Firestorm guy.
I know. When he first showed up on there, I'm like, oh no, please, let's not put wigs on these boys because
wigs are bad on this show.
they're terrible.
Yeah. Just stop.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
No.
All right. And this moves to my favorite scene of the episode, when Tommy and Laurel go out to this Indian restaurant, and Tommy's, he's talking about like his desire to want to have a fresh start with Laurel. Okay.
Well, you missed the whole part where he's crying because the dinner was so hot.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, he does. I guess Laurel likes it spicy.
Yeah, Indian food. Yeah.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah.
And Tommy can't quite keep up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Hey now.
Yeah. No, I did not keep it up. That's a whole nother problem altogether.
It is.
Okay. Anyway, so the waiter comes back, and this is my favorite part. He tells Tommy that his credit card has been declined.
Oh yeah, not good.
And I was like, on top of that, he said, and I have to confiscate it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you swipe it a couple times?
Like, you couldn't just like keep the card, and I was
yeah.
Yeah, what? So yeah, and then
he has to make a big scene.
Yeah, right. In full view, it's like, hey, instead of pulling, and this is where the waiter's really a jerk here, because it's like he didn't just pull Tommy aside away from Laurel.
Right. He says it right out in the open.
Yeah, right out in the open. It's like, I'm sorry, sir, your card has been declined.
Oh, he blocked them.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to do that once, by the way.
Really?
I felt terrible.
I would.
Yeah.
Unless the customer was being a jerk, in which case you feel like.
Well, no, the customer seemed nice enough.
Yeah.
I pulled the customer to the side, though.
Right, exactly.
I said, would you mind coming out of the line for a minute?
Yeah, so
Just, you can leave your books there.
so if you're ever in Starling City, stay away from the Indian restaurant because the waiter there is a jerk.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Waiters in general, really.
Pretty
This
much.
episode were weird.
Snooty? Snotty?
Just weird. Yeah.
I weep for the future.
Just a ton. I've seen one.
Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. I love that scene. I absolutely adore that scene of Ferris Bueller. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bueller.
Bueller.
Okay, Abe. No. So
You can kiss my white butt. Sorry.
Oliver, while they're having dinner, Oliver comments on the cross Helena wears. And she talks about, hey, it was a gift from my dead fiance, Michael Staton. Michael Staton, which is a nod to who, Karen?
To the artist who designed the Huntress superhero in the comics, Joe Staton.
Yes. So yeah, he's the artist that drew her in her first appearance in DC Superstars number 17.
That's right.
Which I have in my collection.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
I think I might.
It's a great issue.
I might.
I don't.
Yeah.
I only have like 47,000 comics. I need to go through.
Only 47,000?
Well, it's, again, I keep explaining this.
Yeah.
My husband had his set of comics. I had my set of comics.
Yeah.
And when we got married, we have a set of comics.
Yeah, so you have to merge the collections.
Right. There are duplicates.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
we did that like the first year.
See, that's my problem. I only have like 13 or 14,000. My wife brought nothing to marriage.
Yeah.
Oh,
comic book wise.
I would have about 30,000 now if I hadn't been selling some in garage sales over the years to keep the collection down to a minimal 14,000.
Yeah.
Going on 15,000. So yeah.
We had about 20,000 apiece.
Right.
Which is a normal amount for a collector.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in our lives,
but combined, yeah.
Combined, yeah. It's crazy.
All right, so Oliver and Helena are hitting it off, but unfortunately Diggle calls him up. Hey, bro.
Ring, ring.
Ring, ring, Black Driver here. I'm sorry, I just love it.
It's okay to say that since the actor himself
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I say it, because, Diggles calls himself Black Driver.
Right,
okay.
But that's his superhero name.
That's his superhero name is Black Driver.
Black Driver with a visor.
And I'm really hoping that that would be the best if he took that identity on, because he's supposed to get a mask and stuff in season 4.
Yeah.
How great would it be if he's like, I'm Black Driver?
Yeah.
That would be the best.
He gets a helmety thing.
Yeah, that would be cool. And he gets a motorcycle or something cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's driving a motorcycle. All right.
Chauffeur's outfit.
Yep. Yeah.
He has a sidecar.
He's got this cool, like, Bruce Lee in the Green Hornet vibe going with a mask, Kato mask. And... They
can't let him just have a motorcycle, though. He has to have a sidecar or a two-seater. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to have some way to chauffeur somewhere around. Or a little trailer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Can you imagine a trailer with a little seat? Behind a motorcycle.
Why not just like one of those like Radio Flyer red wagons tied to the back?
Awesome.
filled with bows.
He's driving carrier.
No, he's driving a Hot Wheel with the Radio Flyer wagon tied to the back.
The big wheel. He's driving a big wheel.
Exactly.
Yes.
Shoot them! They're only going 2 miles an hour.
It's got the little streamers coming out of the handlebars on the side. Black Driver going down the street.
His phone rings and he picks it up.
You see this?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
You see Big David Ramsey pedaling this little big wheel down the street in a mask and stuff. That'd be great.
He's wearing motorcycle gear.
All right,
but pedaling this like bright blue and orange.
Guys, we're giving you all kinds of gold here for you to draw. So yeah, draw us that too. That would be awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right. Wow. All right. So Helena warns. All right, whatever. Diggle tells Oliver that Nick is being violent to anyone who owes Frank protection money around town. And the next victim is apparently the owner of Russo's, the restaurant. Well, coincidentally, what a coinkydink, where he and Helena just had dinner.
That's right.
So not so coincidentally, really. The Hood, because we're calling Oliver the Hood at this point, and the Huntress both show up at the restaurant.
Where they actually are.
Yeah, exactly. And, well...
I don't
Yeah.
think they both.
Well, Oliver left, though.
Yeah, well...
And then he
They
came
both
back.
brought their outfits. That's
Yeah.
coincidence too.
They went
They went
to the
changed.
bathroom and changed in the restroom, yeah.
No,
But they all come back, what?
it was in the phone booth out front.
No, there's
Oh, sorry.
There's no more phone booths. This is 2000. This is 2013 at this point.
True.
The kids are going. What's a
Or
phone
12.
booth?
Yeah, 2012. So
What's the phone booth?
yeah, what's a phone booth?
It's that thing you stick a CD in.
Once upon a time, we had phone booths.
You put an 8-track tape in there.
Yeah, it was activated by horse-drawn.
Carriage.
You took a crank and you cranked up the horse.
Put an 8-track tape in and
We won't talk about where the 8-track tape went.
and a VHS tape or Betamax. Think your
Right.
pick.
And you picked up the receiver and all you heard was Hall and Oates.
Private
your
eyes, your
Your
watch
kiss is on my list.
every move.
No, your kiss is on my list is better, dude.
I don't know. I always liked Private Eyes.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well, Private Eyes is good too.
all right. Oh, blimey. All right. So, yeah, they show up, and of course, there's a fight because DC superheroes apparently have to fight all the time,
All the time.
just like Marvel superheroes. Like every time we meet, like we have to fight each other. The Hood pulls off
And
her.
what's the music that's playing?
Oh, what do you mean, like dun 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 dun?
Yes,
The Star Trek Arena music, yeah.
that's right. Except it gets really dark because
We need that as a soundbite. We need to get that.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah, track that down. Just do a search for Star Trek fight music. You'll find
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll get the rare.
It's everywhere.
too.
Yeah, that'd be good too. So yeah, the Hood pulls off her helmet, and of course finds out it's Helena. No. But I thought you were a guy, even though you have boobs.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yes.
easy to tell it was a chick.
And yeah, exactly. So I don't know how Oliver couldn't figure this out, because since she's such like the experienced crime fighter,
Yeah.
can't tell when a shooter is a woman or a guy in a tight-fitting suit.
Plus all those 5 years on the island, and we don't know it yet, but all those 5 years on the island, he was learning to fight and everything.
Right.
Guys and girls in costume, in
Yeah.
gear.
Right.
He could tell a guy from a girl, right?
He's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Tommy goes to visit his dad, Malcolm, played by John Barrowman.
That's right.
And he wants to know, why did you cut me off, Dad?
Where my money at,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah. Where my money? Where my money, Pops? Where's my money?
Is this the first time
Give me my money.
is this the big reveal when they revealed that he was Malcolm Merlin? Because I think before he was just like a figure in the background.
Yeah.
He didn't know his name.
Man in the suit.
Yeah, but no, he's
Mhm.
just kind of a jerk at
Right.
this point.
Hmm.
Yeah, the big reveal comes later.
Yeah, this was just Tommy's dad. Essentially.
Yeah.
It's like Tommy's dad is a jerk, but
Right.
yeah. Okay. So Malcolm,
But anyone who read the comics
right?
knows that he's
Yeah,
Merlin. Yeah.
Merlin, yeah. I mean, it's like The name's Merlin. You know he's Arrow bad guy. So
Right.
now the thing is though, well, we didn't at the time. I don't think we knew if Tommy was going to become the
Right.
Archer Merlin.
Right.
We
Yeah.
didn't think it. We're quite sure it was his dad.
Right.
Mhm.
Although
But we didn't know if it was like a Smallville thing where like
John
his
Barrowman.
dad is a jerk like Lionel Luthor was on Smallville.
right.
And so we didn't know if Tommy was going to grow up to become Oliver's enemy because he's Oliver's best friend.
Right.
So,
Right.
but they didn't go the Smallville route, which I thought was good. It threw us
And bad.
and bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
But we get to see John Barrowman, so hamming it up, so that's great.
I like Tom Barrowman on the show,
did.
but I also miss Tommy.
Right, but he comes back in like flashbacks and stuff, so
Yeah.
he's not gone.
And it's
Really.
kind of okay that he's gone because he has not aged well over the last couple of years.
Yes.
He has lost quite a bit of hair.
He's not gone as long as we remember him.
That's right.
Yeah.
He looks a little different.
Just a bit.
No offense to the actor. He's great.
Colin O'Donnell.
Yeah, he's great, but
Yeah. It just I kills me when they try to bring him back as young Tommy,
yeah.
and it's like it's not happening. Stop. Just stop. No. All right. Okay. So Malcolm tells his son that he's a joke that's no longer funny, which is like, damn. So, yeah, exactly. Papa Midnight's got laughing at
He's rubbing it in.
It is. So Malcolm's like, I'm taking away your trust fund. I'm freezing all your assets. Have fun working at Burger King, kid.
Yeah. Learn how to say, do you want fries with that?
Exactly.
And by the way, that cute young girl who's into you, that's your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't say that, does he?
No.
Nope.
No.
Oliver follows Helena to Michael's grave because, she's got to be pining for him on his gravestone.
That's right.
Awkward.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. And he says how she's been through a crucible, and so is he, and
yeah,
they'll get through it.
And she's like, you must stay away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does that whole thing. And, of course, at that moment, Nick shows up and loads them both into a van at gunpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Because, of course, they're going to be at the gravesite.
Yeah, they're just hanging.
Or at least she is.
You're right. Right. Where else are we going to
But
find
bonus.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
Oliver.
like, hey, we've got a billionaire too. Great.
That's right.
We could ransom him. All right.
Woohoo!
Yeah, score. So they take him to a warehouse. Nick tells Helena that he knows that she betrayed the family.
Mm-hmm.
And after he found her cross at Russo's, so well done there, leaving that evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Helena reveals that she wanted revenge on her father for ordering Michael's death. But, here in the big twist, of course, Nick reveals that Michael was an FBI informant. He's a rat.
That's right.
He's just a spy for the FBI.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she wasn't in love with him still.
No, exactly. And Nick found a laptop with evidence that would destroy the family if the feds got their little fingers on it.
Right. Which is why he
Right.
killed him.
But Helena's like, no, that was my laptop, you a-hole.
That's right. You a-hole.
A-hole.
Ow, you tried to shoot me, you a-hole.
Exactly. So, and Nick taunts her is like,
Lasers.
Every episode.
Yeah, with the
Freaking sharks
they're
with freaking
freaking
lasers.
sharks.
Every
The
episode.
freaking sharks with their freaking laser beams, okay?
Well, you did say a-holes. I mean,
A-hole. Yeah, I know.
you shot me, you a-hole. That's his line.
It is his line. Dr. Evil. All right. So Nick's like, I shot Michael, so ha 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 ha.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So
So that does
Funny.
pretty much punish you.
like
too.
I killed him, and now I'm gonna kill you, princess.
Mm-hmm. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
She doesn't let that happen.
No, she doesn't. Oliver breaks free, tackles Nick, and the goons attack Oliver, and then Helena breaks free
In the meantime.
and attacks Nick, And Nick's like, tells Helena that you're gonna burn in hell
Mm-hmm.
for what you did, and Helena says, it's worth it, bitch.
Except she's actually on the side of good.
Snap, snap. Yeah.
Triple snap up.
2 snaps and a twist.
I don't get how he
That's
says
the
that though, because he's the mob guy
Right,
and she was the informant.
right,
So she was the good guy, right?
right,
Okay, so she's not going to hell, he is.
right, pretty much.
Okay.
Even though she does end up killing people, which might let her go to hell because she's a murderer.
Well, it depends on what you think or whether you believe in hell.
Exactly. Yes. That's open to self-interpretation. Yes. All right. Yeah, Helena tells him it's worth it just before she snaps his neck.
Right.
Snap.
And this was when Oliver was still killing people, right?
Yes.
So why does he get so...
Yes. Yeah, I know what you're saying. There's a phrase for this. Just being, yeah.
He's so up in arms about it.
Right,
Like,
right.
oh my God, how
He's
could you kill someone?
He's being hypocritical about it, basically. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, Oliver's like, he gives her the disapproving look.
How could you do it?
Yeah, and she's
When
like,
he's still...
I didn't have a choice, okay?
Right.
Well, I think
No one can know my
might-
secret.
Yeah, because she said that because he said that in the first episode when he killed a guy.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, I actually put this on the thing, and I got it from the Wikia, but I caught it anyway. In this episode, Helena kills Nick, and Nick says, "No one can know my secret,"
Right.
which parallels a quote in the pilot, in which Oliver kills one of his kidnappers, and before doing so, says, "Nobody can know my secret."
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So.
So it's her first appearance.
Mhm.
And she says, "No one can know my secret," and it versus his first appearance.
Yeah, it's a parallel. Yeah,
Right.
Right.
To them becoming a superhero and saying,
Yeah.
because
Although, like, Helena goes down the dark path, while Oliver goes down.
some could argue he's going down the dark path as well.
He's back and forth on this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Um.
And this is the first episode not to feature flashback scenes of Oliver on the island.
And wasn't that great?
Yes,
That was like, yeah.
exactly.
Let's give a big round of applause for no flashbacks.
I hate that. Again, when we talked about the Suicide Squad episode, no flashbacks on the island.
Right.
You notice we're picking those
Yeah, this is.
episodes.
I-
Funny how that
I-
works.
It was kind of accidental, but I'm glad it's working out this way.
No, I'm fine with that.
I'm perfectly fine.
I cannot. I mean, there are some that are okay.
The Deathstroke ones made sense.
Oh yes, I like the Deathstroke ones, but
Those
most
were-
of them I just kind of zone out.
Yeah, well, it's like, why are we here? Like, why
Right.
why don't you concentrate on the story I actually care about?
Right. Right.
You know?
Yeah, I
Why
get
are you-
it.
Why are
He's
you drawing
trained
attention
on the
away from
island?
the? Yeah, it's like we don't need to see everything. All
Right.
of Oliver's 5 years of.
Right.
Okay, how he picked up all these skills. You could just show like one episode or something, but
Right.
yeah, we get the point.
I get it. He trained, but
Yeah,
I do like.
I
when-
trained somehow.
Right. Right. I do like when they show the Deathstroke ones,
Yeah,
and but the ones in China,
yeah.
in Hong Kong, were just like, okay, if they showed Katana more, maybe
Yeah, see,
as Katana,
I would have liked to have seen Katana as a. Yeah, I would have liked to seen Tatsu as Katana.
right?
Yeah.
And as you saw, I'm not sure if you saw, and you probably can't see now, but the comic book
Not when you're showing me the backing board. No.
yeah, the comic book I picked actually, it's a Huntress comic.
The comic book I picked. This one, you can see it, right? That one.
This one.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
It's a Showcase 93 Huntress, and it features Katana and Deathstroke
Mm-hmm.
because I love them.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, no island scenes.
Yeah. So, Tommy does the walk of shame back to Laurel.
Yeah. And
And
hey,
it's-
Laurel, I'm not rich anymore.
Yeah, it's like my dad froze my assets, man, and yeah, and I lost my car, and my apartment, and my
You can't love me.
yeah.
He deserves to be pouty.
All I have is my X body spray.
I heard Oliver has a kick-ass basement.
Exactly. Because we're going to hang out in Oliver's garage.
Play some beer pong, dude.
I heard he has this thing called the salmon letter. It's not like I could ever do it, but
But he does have a cool, like, table tennis or ping pong table.
yeah. And this really cool projection TV.
And a dartboard.
I bet I could sleep on the pull-out couch if I could get all the springs back in it.
Watch some Tom Cruise movies on VHS.
Yep. And this is what Laurel's funny because she's like, I know you've just lost all your money, but you're going to be just fine, dude. Walk it off.
Man up.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, massage it out.
Take a lap.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Thea.
Okay.
Here we go.
All I have to say is Thea. Yeah. Phil rubs his hands with.
I'm ready.
He's like, excellent.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay. Thea apologizes to Oliver for chewing him out.
I'm sorry. Whatever.
And she says she's just worried about him.
I was worried. Okay.
She understands the need for secrets.
I get it. You have secrets, okay? Everybody's got secrets.
But he needs to find someone he can share them with.
But I think you should share it with someone. If you're not going to
Parich.
share it with us, just share it with someone, okay?
Listeners, as a fan of this show, as great as the impression is, the visual just adds so much to it.
Now
I
you
mean-
understand why we do this. We do this in video. Now you.
Does it really?
Yes.
Does it add something to it? Does it?
I mean, those eyes are just like glued on the ceiling, and the head tilt.
You guys. Yeah.
So anyway,
See, we're much.
I know you can't confide in me.
See,
but-
this is why conventions. You need to pick us up. We'll do a panel live. Yeah. The Phantom Zone podcast live. All right. Oliver sneaks into Helena's apartment. She says, "Yeah." She says she's figured out he's the Hood because, duh.
Because I saw you fight.
Yeah, exactly. I saw your fighting style.
You
Yeah,
paint
well-
on the face.
Plus, you were wearing the same clothes, essentially.
And
And
the same Axe body spray. No,
yuck. Stop bringing up Axe body
Isn't it?
spray. It's gross.
it is gross.
And you look the same, and plus, I could kind of see your face under
Yeah,
that hood.
It's
and,
the same goatee chin.
Yeah. Yeah, you look like him and all that.
Plus, you use grease paint for a mask.
Right.
So, duh.
Right.
Right.
You're basically wearing makeup.
Yeah,
I can tell
exactly.
it's you.
You have like green eyeliner.
Right.
That's what you do. So he tells her that what she's doing is revenge rather than justice, which is like pot meet kettle here,
Yes.
especially season 1.
Mm-hmm. Although, for her, it's revenge for herself, and for him, it's revenge for his dad.
Yeah, but
still,
he's the guy, like, he's got the list
I know.
at this point. Yeah.
And his is almost worse because he's just taking it out. And he doesn't really know why.
Yeah.
He's just doing it.
Now she's like, but we're the same. You
Which
and I.
they are.
Which they are. He
Yeah.
disagrees, which no.
He shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't.
Right.
But he's really happy that he can finally have someone he can open up to, like,
And then-
about his killings. Yeah.
And then she leaves.
No.
No.
No. At that point, Oliver and Helena kiss. Deep kiss.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
she's not on the next episode or anything. I mean,
Isn't she? I thought she was.
is she on the next
I
episode?
think she's on the
Yeah.
Okay, the next episode, yes.
Yeah. It's just
You're
kind
right.
of a two-parter almost.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You're right.
But there's no way we're going to get both episodes in, considering we're only 8 minutes from 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, all right. Now that we got through that, Phil, what's your rating on this one?
I give this episode of Arrow 8 concussed mothers.
Nice.
We are all on the same wavelength.
Yes, we are.
I give it 8.5 overly obsequious maitre d's, or 8.5 sick kitties in Hallmark commercials. I didn't know which one to pick. It's still 8.5.
Yeah. And I gave this one 8 out of 10 declined credit cards.
And did you see my note after it? I said, Karen's note,
Yes.
that's cold.
And this is the, the ice cold woman from before, saying that. So yeah.
Still, that's
Yeah.
cold.
As cold as ice.
Willing
To sacrifice our love.
Ah, Captain Cold.
Captain Cold. Yeah.
Oh,
As cold as ice.
I can't
That
wait for
would've-
that show.
that would have been sad. Just 8 credit cards. Well, try this one. Try this one. Try this
Yep.
one.
Yep.
I've been there.
And then the waiter would be like, sir, this is a Blockbuster card.
Do you know where I've been? I've been to the point where I'm like, okay, can you put $10 on this one?
Yep.
And then $2 on this one, and then here's cash for the rest of it. I've been there. That's bad.
Yeah.
So which one do you like better, obsequious maitre d's or sick kitties?
I like obsequious maitre d's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the worst.
Snooty,
he?
snooty, snotty.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
oh, Helena, nice to see you. Can you please tell your father we were good to you? Please?
Well, yeah, he was the owner of the restaurant, though. He
Yes,
wasn't really.
Mr. Russo.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I wanted to put maitre d's.
Okay. So, do we? I don't know if we want to do news since we're really running long again. Go figure.
And the title of that episode comes from Shakespeare's Henry
Yes.
V, Act 1 prologue,
Which
which
is
starts, oh, for a Muse of Fire.
see, you learned something, people.
Oh,
Shakespeare.
for a Muse of Fire!
As we
People
get a
got
dramatic
schooled.
That's me overacting.
acting.
Do we just want to say
Yeah.
our news is on the
Yeah,
Facebook
we
page?
we could post it. Yeah, we've got a ton of news on the Phantom Zone Facebook page.
So if you don't go there, you're
Yeah.
missing out.
Yeah, because we talk about, like there's some cool damn good coffee and hot links. Just saying. We're talking about things like Constance Zimmer being on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Chris Browning being
I'm
on.
so happy about Constance Zimmer.
She's perfect for that. And I'm really hoping that she is, I'm hoping it's hammer time on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because she would be perfect for that. So, especially as another organization. So, yeah, that's
Yeah, so good.
like the evil S.H.I.E.L.D. or like another
And-
evil S.H.I.E.L.D.
It wasn't even a day. You posted that you wanted Kevin Conroy because
Yeah, because Mark Hamill.
right. And
It
then
is-
a day goes by and Kevin Conroy says, "Yeah, I'll do it if they ask me to." And I was like,
Well, he wants to do it. The question is,
"Will they ask him?" Yeah.
but you have to ask him at this point.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, it's Mark Hamill. Don't waste the opportunity of Mark Hamill. Yeah, because Mark Hamill, for those who don't know, still, he's going to be reprising the role as the Joker in Batman: The Killing Joke. So there's more on that on the Phantom Zone podcast Facebook page. So
Yep.
check it out.
And Justina sent me a little thing to Harley Quinn singing "Do You Want to Kill the Batman," which is cute.
Yeah, that one's kind of going around. It's like a takeoff of Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to build a snowman? But it's "Do you want to kill the Batman?"
All right.
Very cute. So
Very
we'll
cute.
be posting news
Yeah. So
as
check
it comes up.
Yeah, check us out there. Check us out on @FandomZoneCast on Twitter.
Yes.
And where else can they find us, Karen?
www.facebook.com/fandomzonepodcast. fandomzonecast@gmail.com.
Right.
And then I am.
And on iTunes, because
Oh, yes, because you need to leave us feedback on
we need some feedback on iTunes, so help us out there.
There wasn't any new feedback on iTunes?
I didn't see any, but
Okay.
yeah,
I didn't go there.
yeah,
iTunes eats up my memory big
I
time.
understand.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Fandom Zone Cast on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
for both of us, which I was looking at today, and there were some mentions.
Cool. And Phil, where can they find you?
Well, I won't go through all the social media for my 5 podcasts and 3 blogs, but you can email me.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, everything is all either Marvel or DC Comics. So if you want to talk comics with me, it's you can email me nightwingpdp@gmail.com, or on Twitter I'm at nightwingpdp.
Cool.
All right. Awesome. And Karen, where can they find you?
At Elevaria, and there's an About Me link there that
Right.
has all of my other links on it.
And me, of course, I'm on @Skaggs on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'm on Facebook, of course. And I'm on Google Plus for all 2 of you crazy kids still on Google Plus. Because
I love
Google Plus is dying, apparently.
Why do you say it's dying?
Because Google said it was dying.
Did they really?
They're kind of giving up. Yeah.
Aww.
They're kind of like realizing that
No more crazy kids?
that's what I was That's why I posted it on Facebook. I'm like, no more crazy kids on the Google Plus. What about them? So
Crazy
yeah,
kid on
yeah, come on, crazy kids on the Google Plus. So, but
Keep saying it, though,
I
because I will cry if you don't say it.
in memory of Google Plus for all you crazy kids on the Google
Yes,
Plus.
please. And then your blog.
And then my blog of geeky things, damn good coffee and hot, where I post up a lot of things like about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Supergirl or Mark Hamill and all kinds of stuff about the show.
May I tell you where what that is an homage to when I say hot?
No, go ahead.
Okay, you probably know
Yeah.
Lois and Clark
Right.
when he meets Kat
Right.
and he says,
Yes.
Kat.
Cats. Yes. And then he kind of mimics it back to her
Yeah,
after she says it. I'm cats. Cats.
that's what it's from.
Yeah.
So when you say hot, I go hot, and I mimic it back at you. See, that's where that's an homage to that.
Awesome.
Just so you know.
Well played.
Thank you.
All right. So Phil, I hope you had a good time.
Oh, great.
I hope he didn't scare you off doing this.
No.
So I hope it lived up to your expectations or down to your expectations, depending
Whichever way.
depending on your expectations.
And then some.
And you're
Good.
so you're always welcome back. Thanks again for listening, for being a supporter, and hope you had a good time.
Oh, great time. I can't wait to come back.
All right.
Good. I hope you enjoyed my Thea impression.
Yes.
Always, but especially tonight.
Isn't it great live?
Yes.
That's
You should put this on
Slack
YouTube
jaw.
or something. It's just
no. We would kill you too.
I don't want to scare people
We're
away.
gonna scare
no.
people. Yeah.
Oliver.
see.
All right. So for all of us here at the Phantom Zone Podcast, we will see you around next time. As we're probably are we gonna talk about the Flash next week, or what are we doing?
Yeah, let's do the Flash next
All right, we'll
week.
do the Flash next week. We'll post it, which episode, on the Facebook page.
Yep.
Bye.